Hey everyone, today we're going to do a video of my top 10 most worn watches throughout time, and conveniently they all happen to be in one box. And I'll show you the damage that has occurred, or the wear down, throughout this video. So let's get started. I'm going to start by explaining why this one doesn't have a crown. Mainly because of the crown breaking and the case tube breaking off inside. So ever since then, I have been going on eBay and finding movement parts, as well as trying to find another white gold case, since it is the white gold GMT model. I have two of them, and one's on a Jubilee bracelet, which is something they didn't create from the factory. But previously to the GMT on the Jubilee, this was the factory white gold Rolex GMT Master II Pepsi with the oyster bracelet. Very, very, very nice piece. I love this watch. I can't wait to get it up and running again. I mean, it's running right now, no issue. Yes, I put a brand new movement. It's a V movement, so it's a clone movement. Everything else is stock, the bracelets thing, everything. But what I'm here to show you today is the damage. And we'll also do like charts with the price, like I have been doing. And this time, instead of all the specifications that no one cares about, I will do damage reports, as thinking that'd be a little bit interesting, but there will be a price number and everything else. So we'll kind of get into this. So we're going to get on to the first one. So funny enough, I have switched to the other white gold GMT Master II Pepsi on that Jubilee I was telling you about. But in the case of this, the reason the case tube broke off, stem and crown there, it's an easy replacement. I just need to find another GMT Master II case. The bezel had broken, so I'll tell you the story about how I broke it, I guess. Just after, it was mid-year, I believe, when I got this. I have pictures of it being unboxed and everything. It was my first white gold Rolex. Funny enough, I only have two white gold Rolexes, and this is the first one. And I had it for a couple days, and then, my grandma decided to hit the wall, and I tried to fix her car and cracked the bezel multiple places. I've cracked it in many places, so that was shattered. I had to try to fix it. I worried about it way too much. This bezel is now fixed. I can't move it or anything. I have disassembled it, serviced it, put a new movement in there, and everything is good, which is nice. The new movement is running very healthily. I was so stoked that I was able to not only fix this, but to also get this. And I love this one a lot because that Jubilee is really different. I never wear Jubilee Rolex models, but I find it a lot more comfortable than the Oyster, and it is a change of pace. But what are we here for? We're here for the most worn and the most wear and tear. So let's get to those pictures. So next is the Akribos XXIV Tourbillon limited edition. Believe it or not, they don't make these anymore. And damn it, they really should. These are really good watches. I got this watch years and years ago, and I wore it all the time in high school. So a lot of you, if you've been following me since high school, or you've been subbed since then, you would have seen this on my wrist quite a bit. I've done actually quite a few videos on this. Now, I've done videos on tourbillons before, and if they're still relevant, and this was very relevant. I used to wear it on Wednesdays. I remember wearing it to Spanish quite a bit and being super distracted by the flying tourbillon or the carousel. is the proper terminology for it. It's a very, 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 very cool watch. These go, at the time, I went for about 2,000, something like that. And then I was stupid enough to realize you could buy them on Amazon for way less. You can't buy these on Amazon anymore, so the $2,000 was totally worth spending. And let's do some close-ups and the wear and tear. I used to love to wear it. I'm not a gold guy now. I'm not much of a yellow gold guy. But picture time. Let's do it. Okay, and at number 8 comes in with the Casio Edifice Solar EQB 501. Now this watch is a great travel watch. Hilariously, we've done a video on both of these. That the fact that they're appearing in another video is insane. This thing is a workhorse. Excuse the fan in the background. That's the air conditioning. But this thing is a workhorse. I wear it all the time. It's very fun. I don't wear it all the time. Anyways, great timepiece. It tells the time, and yay, I guess. I don't know, pictures and stuff. Just kidding. I've already done videos on this, so now pictures and stuff. All right, number 6 or okay, I walked straight into that. We're gonna go back and do another Tourbillon. This one, I wore this a brief stint wearing this. It's not a bad watch. It's basically the exact same thing as the other one, except it doesn't have a moon phase or anything. Now, I wore this a lot to the point where I actually had to get a new strap for it because of how much I wore it. And you'll see on earlier live streams before I started streaming every night that I'd wear this on the time lapses and some lives. And it's a really good watch, and thankfully I have a lot of images of this. Like the previous watch, I have done videos on this Tourbillon. The Aesop Tourbillon, very cool. It's skeletonized dial. Everything is amazing. I've done quite a few videos on it. It's very plain, very simple. The only thing about these style of watches is that their band thing breaks there. Now, there really isn't any visible damage. Oh, that's new. Never mind, there is visible damage. Just noticed it. Other than just the clasp being scratched up, so I don't think I'm going to do any sort of special close-ups. I'm just going to do bind images of previously used in this, so. Alright, and up next is the Oris Big Crown Pointer Date. What a great watch. Everything's in the name. It's automatic. It's got a 2688. It's from the 70s, which is nice. And it's fully restored by me. I brought it on a cruise before it looked like it did. It had a really bad aftermarket strap. I went on to Chrono24 and purchased the actual Oris strap for like $300 for a $400 watch at the time, damaged. And now I could actually sell this thing for about $1,000 if I needed to, in a pinch. So, about $1,000 watch. And, yeah, and the shape it's in, brand new movement, everything. So, I'm in the process of actually restoring another one. And this one I might give away on the channel. So, that is before work. So that's the 2 side by side. One for restoration and one that's fully restored. So, movement in this one's good. The movement in this one's excellent. So, we'll get to the images. And I think I already have a chart for it. Okay, number 5 or 4 is actually on my wrist. But we've already gone over this, so we're just going to skip over it. So number 4, we're going to number 4 is right here. This is my Valoi and Martin chronograph. Now, I've done many live streams on full services on this timepiece. It's a very, very good watch. It is chronograph. It has your day and your date. I've actually done an entire video on this, so let's actually just throw up the images right now. Might as well, right? All right, getting into the top 5 watches that we've done the other watches. I want to start, and it's interesting because I'm wearing one of the top 5. Obviously, we already know I love the Daytona, but it's going to be kind of a Swiss 5, I guess, finger death. But anyways, but right now we are going, no, I lied, not this one on the deck. Number 5 is the eBay Moonswatch that I purchased. This fake Omega Moonswatch from eBay. It's really depressing, but believe me, it's actually a pretty good watch. So, yeah, let's do some pictures of it and cry about it together. So, like many of the regular Moonswatches or Speedmasters, it just has your chronograph. Nothing special, just like my Daytona. Just a really weird custom dial with Snoopy and Woodstock on it, which is pretty cool. It has the blue chronograph second hand that barely is holding on for its life. It says Speedmaster. I don't really know the material, but it looks cool. Just not a good daily watch. But if I were to choose or go out on a whim, I would wear this. So I'm going to see if I already have a chart for this. So let's do that. Okay, and on to number 4, which is, behold, another Moonswatch. Now, this is the Mission to the Earthphase Moonswatch. I wore this to Paris, and it was pretty recognizable. Everyone's like, hey, yeah, I got one of those too. That's really cool. Not everybody, but one waiter, shout out to you, whatever your name was, said, I have a lot of those too. I was like, tits. All right, number 4, we have, behold, another Moonswatch. This is the OmegaXSwatch Mission to the Earthphase, where it has not only just the moon phase, but it also has an Earth phase, which is pretty cool. I really appreciate that. That's really neat. So I'll do close-up pictures, and then we'll go into the story about, Paris and stuff. So on your typical moon phase, you have it, go across every day this direction. Now, this has an Earth phase, so that means that this will go in the counterclockwise direction. But since it is a chronograph, that also acts as your minute hand for your chronograph minutes. Really cool watch. I love it to death. I got it for pretty cheap on eBay. I wore it to the point where I actually wore down the strap. It is totally a daily watch. You just have to buy a secondary strap for it. Other than that, it's a really good watch. It's got the textured moon little bit on there. Pretty cool watch. Velcro strap. Nothing too special. It's Mission to the Earthphase. Pretty highly collectible at the time, but now the Mission to the Earthphase, Moonshine Gold is pretty big up there. So let's show you the chart. So for those of you who are familiar with my channel or know me personally, you can already tell what the top 3 is. Now, I'm still going to put them up. We already know this is in the top 3. There's 2 others in the top 3, but number 3, ghosts and stuff. We're going to start with our Rolex GMT Master II Pepsi in white gold on the white gold Jubilee bracelet. Now, this watch is amazing. It has really cool features like a jumping hour. It's got, a GMT feature. It's got a bidirectional rotating bezel that has, if you guys know me, obviously you're going to be able to predict the top 3. This is in it, and so are 2 other watches. But number 3, we're going for the Rolex GMT Master II Pepsi in white gold on a white gold Jubilee bracelet, aftermarket bracelet. With beautiful bidirectional bezel. It has your jumping hour for GMTs, but of course, we are going to do a little clip of how the second. Reason being this is number 3, because I used to wear it all the time. And now I just don't wear it all that often. It's a great watch, but there's bigger and better watches coming, and I have 2 of these. So, you know, the price tag's great. It fits amazing. It's different. Well, lo and behold, you would have thought number 3 would have been the Omega Speedmaster Silver Snoopy 50th anniversary. It is not now anymore. It is number 2. Very popular watch. I love it to death. Amazing timepiece. But now that I've had some more time with it, I have been absolutely amused by the Snoopy flying across the case back, which I have plenty of videos on. But I'm going to show you it anyways, but seeing it in person is a lot more different than seeing it online. But it's a sapphire sandwich, so it is pretty heavy. But, like, I can only show you just that little clip. But I'll show you a full clip right now. So how you would start that awesome animation from the Snoopy flying across the case back. All you have to do is start your chronograph and then just flip it around and you'll see Snoopy do his thing. Super cool watch. A lot of compliments on this watch. It's really cool. It's got a great history that I'm not really going to go over right now because it's way too much info, but yeah. My only pet peeve is that it's a canvas strap. That's the only complaint, but I have a chart of it, so let's show that now. And then, of course, number 1, we all expected it, Rolex Daytona. This, I have done so many videos on, so many YouTube shorts on it. It is an amazing freaking watch. All it's got is really just a chronograph and your time. Not only, like the Omega, is it one of the most popular watches out there, but it's also one of the most complimented on and most under the radar watches that I have. But I have a lot of photos and a lot of videos, and we'll show that now. Not only is this watch extremely famous, and it's one of the most recognized models out there, the Daytona, the most famous one being the Paul Newman Daytona, which, if I looked up correctly, they only made 3,000 units of the Paul Newman dial. I'm pretty sure the Zenith version as well, unless they were all Zenith, I don't know. I just have the 2025 Daytona. Great watch. I've only had to change it twice, and that's due to daylight savings time, which means I've only really had it for an entire year, but I've dailied the crap out of this thing for an entire year. I love Rolex. I love how reliable this is. It is an amazing timepiece. It's very comfortable. It's sleek. You can just pull your sleeve over it. It's a great everyday wear. It never really goes out of time unless, you know, daylight savings hour, forward hour and back, which is a little less convenient because only on the GMT here, you could just jump the hour. It's kind of stupid, right? So yeah, this doesn't have the cool feature of the jumping hour like the GMT Pepsi does, which I might actually wear out today because I haven't worn it in public in a long time. It's a great watch. I love it to death. But this takes the cake. It's very recognizable. It's comfortable. It's not too heavy. It fits my wrist very well. It's not too big. It is just a beautiful watch. It's light. A lot lighter than the Pepsi here because of the white gold. Actually, white gold is not that. Anyways, really good watch. Very recognizable. I get a lot of comments on it, a lot of good compliments on it. So we'll get to the chart. Well, that's going to do it. We have gone over my personal top 10 watches from my collection. I want to see what you guys think. Let me know in the comments whether or not you agree. Come hang out with me every day, every night rather, from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. West Coast time. West Coast. And I can do watches, I do watch repairs, I do watch making, I do ghost stuff, I do music, it's just really hanging out with me. So yeah, there's only one thing I have to remember to say. Oh yeah, like and subscribe, that's free. But what's not free is what I have to say next.
Take your pants off, Chris.